Today we're talking about all things migration. My name is Victoria, and with me I have Salome from the Transnational Exchange 6 project. Welcome, Salome. Thank you so much for being here. Please introduce yourself and your project.
My name is Salome, and I'm working for the Caritas Association for the Diocese Augsburg. I've been doing that for many years in the field of migration, and more specifically in the field of voluntary return. The project Transnational Exchange 6 aims at training return counselors to provide better counseling quality and also to connect them on a European level.
Great. So that means that you're building a transnational network of return counselors. Could you maybe explain a little bit more about what these trainings look like?
Definitely. So we have a threefold approach. The first aspect of our trainings is offering workshops and conferences. We address different topics relevant for counseling, such as, for example, how to deal with certain vulnerabilities. We're looking at how can we speak better with people with mental illnesses, minors, elderly. And it's important to really reflect on that when we work with this target group. The second part of our training is a field trip. We offer trips for returned counselors to all kinds of European countries, kind of diving into another system and learning and exploring how they work. And the third part is our latest addition, actually. We offer now a homepage on which you can find and self-study all about European counseling systems.
Wow, that sounds like a compelling project that you're working on. Thank you for sharing more about it. If I'm not mistaken, you've been working in this project for about 9 years now. So that would mean since the very beginning of your career at Caritas Augsburg. So how come you've been enjoying it so much? Can you give us some details?
Good question. Yes, it's been a while, but the field of migration is so dynamic, changes going on all the time, and it just keeps me on my toes. I want to be there and help the migrants. And the other big aspect that keeps me motivated is I love and strive for international connections, relationships. And with this project, I really get to do that. And I see what impact it has when counselors from France, Austria, Norway, Denmark come together and learn from each other and build good connections.
Yeah. Wow, that's amazing. It does sound like a vibrant community that you're building, and all with the goal of supporting people in their migration process. So looking back, was there maybe a time, a certain event or a situation, a highlight that you can share with us from these past 9 years that you've experienced?
Let me think. Yeah, actually 2 situations come to mind. So we were lucky to organize a field trip to Greece. So we took 6 European counselors with us to explore how IOM Greece works there. And they showed us a very special house created only for returnees to prepare well. So usually you get to be there for a few weeks or a few months to really prepare well for return. And that was inspiring. I've never seen anything like that before. Secondly, they also took us to the airport. They do a lot of airport assistance, and they walked us through every single step at the airport like a returnee. And it was just really good to understand how they work there. And then I'm thinking of another one. We organized a conference many years ago, and we're privileged to actually have speakers from the European Commission with us.
Wow.
And just seeing how the policy makers, those who set the direction, the guidelines, the rules for migration in Europe, come and connect with operational level, those who implement the policies, was really good to see. So somehow it was, for a few hours, the policymakers and the implementers connected, and it became one. It was really cool.
So if I'm a return counselor and I would like to join your project or your trainings, can I just show up, or how does it work?
So it's actually quite easy. We are really open for anyone as long as he or she is working in the field of voluntary return. So you might be a counselor for the state, you might be a counselor for an NGO, or even working for IOM. So anyone is really welcome to sign up, even if you're a coordinator or some other function in the field of voluntary return. anybody can come, and of course it's for free.
Yeah, I agree. That sounds very vibrant, and I would certainly like to join if I were a return counselor. Thank you very much for sharing all about the Transnational Exchange 6 project. Is there anything else you would like to share with our listeners? How can they connect with you?
Sure. So if you're a return counselor in Europe, you can find all information on our project, upcoming trainings, events on our homepage, transnationalexchange.com. I'm also, my contact details are there. So if you have any more questions, please let me know. I would be happy to help.